Hey guys, my name is Joey and I'm really excited for the Hunter X Hunter chapter 353. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to kind of explain Chrollo's complete power because chapter 351 and 352 gave a lot of information, and really it's so much that I had to reread chapter 351 and 2 over and over, probably 3 times, just to understand it because it's just so much. And so at first I found it a little too much jargon, but I've been thinking about it, and lately I've come to realize that even though it doesn't make sense that Chrollo is explaining his power to Hisoka, that this is very important, and I just want to go over it before the chapter comes out. And when the chapter comes out, I'm going to post this part with my chapter review. So let's begin. Okay, so Chrollo has the power of the book, which I'm just using this one book, but with this book, he can hold any power he wants. The basic function of the book is that you must open the book out to a certain page, and when the book is out to that page, use any technique that he has copied. Now, something else that's really cool about it is that another part of his powers is that he has a bookmark. So he is actually able to use 2 powers at once. The bookmark can leave the page at one page, and then you can be able to control one power that he's copied, and then you can have the book out to a second page, and thus he can use another copied power. So right now, Chrollo has shown us about 4 powers, I think. I might have that wrong, but so the first power, he has Black Voice. With this one, he is able to control 2 people, in which he is able to have the 2 little darts that we've seen previous from Hunter x Hunter, the Phantom Troop character, and with the 2 darts, he's able to control them. And more or less, he can control them to a greater extent depending on their will. If the person is against killing, he might have to use the word break them, and thus he can still get them to attack him. But he has to be a bit more manipulative. Now, another power that Chrollo has is Sun and Moon. With these 2 signs, he can attach them to any place, and the moment that the 2 signs attach, an explosion will occur. In the voice box, Chrollo was able to control the person to flip his hand to the back of his back and cause an explosion. Now, something that's very important about this one is that it is with you for life. So if Hisoka has signs attached to him, it's going to be stuck in them for life, and it's possible that Chrollo will try to manipulate Hisoka either through a voice box, through some other technique. He's going to try and manipulate Hisoka into combining these 2 signs together and cause an explosion. Chrollo then can use 2 powers together. One of them is the stamp, which is called, I think, Order of Humanity, and what this stamp does is that it's able to allow the puppet to do basic commands such as attack, kill, anything like that. Now, to create the puppets, he has another power called Gallery Fake, and that one is that, as far as we've seen, he is able to make puppets out of dead people, such as the referee. So one thing that Hisoka might want to be careful with is the amount of audience members he kills. It is possible that Chrollo can use Gallery Fake to create all these puppets and then use the stamp to create more enemies, and thus Hisoka may want to avoid more bloodshed in this case. Chrollo's last power is actually Hisoka's most troubling power. Chrollo at the very end of the chapter showed his newest power, which is called Convert Hands. Now what this one does is that by touching one person, he's able to make the person look like him. By touching another one, he is able to look like a person. And when the two hands touch at the same time, I believe that he is able to complete swap them. Now that Chrollo is in the audience, he can use these 2 to swap, thus maybe kill people, then use the stamp to control the puppets that he's made of the dead people, while also using, while also using this book, which can then, which is important because some of these powers can only involve both hands. So if he's using a power that has 2 hands, thus he can only use 1 power, which he has to use this bookmark. If he's not using these 2 powers, he can use the bookmark and use 2 powers at once. So I hope this is understanding, and I'm excited because I think Chrollo is going to try and use these powers, and I really hope the author of Hunter x Hunter gives us a very good fight, because the first 2 chapters was a lot of information, and I can only expect that these powers get be used for that purpose, even though it makes no sense whatsoever why Chrollo would explain his powers to Hisoka. So, thank you very much.